Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this will be part 2 in the how to paint your valve cover video. So in the first video I removed the valve cover, I prepped it for paint. When editing I realised it was going to be just too long of a video to make it just one, so I decided to split it into 2 parts. So yeah, the first video, like I said, was just removing, stripping the previous paint, sanding it and prepping it, showing the paint I was using. So in this video we'll be actually painting and reinstalling the valve cover. So you can see I've already got that finished. I just thought I would film this little clip after I've all got it back together, just to introduce the video and show you what we're actually doing today. So yeah, hope you enjoy, and we'll cut to the footage. Alright guys, so first step here in the painting process will just be to lay down some primer. The metal cast paint doesn't actually say anything about needing primer, but I thought just because it's such a high temp item, I just thought I'll put some primer down just to be safe, to help the paint stick. So yeah, I put about 2 coats down here just before we move on to the actual metal cast paint that I'll be using to get the colour. Okay, now that I've put 1 coat of the primer, what I'm doing is I'm actually just putting this container over the top. I just don't want any dust or debris or anything to land in the paint while it's drying. So yeah, putting this over the top should help eliminate that. Now moving on to the first coat of the metal cast base coat. This is what you need to put down before you actually lay the colour of the metal cast paint. So it's got like a real metallic sort of fleck to it. So yeah, you definitely want to get a few coats of this down if this is the type of paint you're using. If you're using just sort of like a caliper or engine paint, you won't need to use this stuff. So it'll probably be easier and cheaper if you just use a flat colour. But yeah, because I'm going with this metal cast paint, you definitely need to put this stuff down. Definitely about 3 coats before you move on to the actual colour. Yeah, I think that's the best I'm going to be able to do. Sort of inside. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that. That's the 3rd heavier coat, and because the light's on here you can kind of see the metallic flecks it's got. So yeah, I'm going to cover it up, give it another 10 minutes or so, and then it's time to put the blue down over the top. So yeah, let's cut back to that in a second. Alright guys, so here's how it looks after the base coat. So yeah, it's got a bit of a shine to it. But yeah, we're about to put down the first layer of the colour. So obviously I'm going with the blue, which is what I have in the rest of the engine bay and what I had this painted previous. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, we'll leave that be our first coat. Definitely not full coverage, but we'll do probably 5 or 6 coats of this just to get full coverage everywhere. Getting down there is going to be the hard part, but the more coats we do, the better. So yeah, I'll cover that up, as I've been doing with every coat, with this one. Alright guys, did a couple of coats without filming, just to kind of get it finished. Now I've run into the problem of, I'm happy with all the top and the sides and everything, but down in here, it's really hard to get an even coat in there without sort of messing up and getting overspray here, which I already kind of did. I got a little bit of a, can't really see it, but yeah, there's a bit there where I was trying to paint in here and I got a little bit extra there. I was too close. So I mean, it's blue down in there. I am happy enough with it. So I think I'm going to call it at that, and that'll be it for the blue. So it's getting a bit dark in here. It's probably hard to sort of see the colour, but now I'm just going to put a couple of coats of clear over the top and yeah, sort of let it dry for a couple of hours. Alright guys, so I'm actually finished up now. I've put the last coat of clear on, just letting it dry now. So here it is finished. Terrible lighting in my garage, but yeah, it's looking really good. I will show you better tomorrow once it's dried. So I almost forgot, but I've just remembered at the last second, I wanted to paint all these bolts black. So I thought I'd just stab them into this lid of this container. I haven't cleaned them or anything, so they probably won't, paint won't stick for very long, but just thought, you know, quickly I'll do it now. So I'm just going to quickly spray some primer and then some high temp black paint onto those. But yeah, just thought that I'll show you that little finishing touch, because last time I painted the valve cover, obviously had these without any paint on them and they're a little bit ugly. I'm not going to spend the extra $150 it costs to get the dress up bolts for the valve cover. Letitia's Ralliart has that, but there was the previous owner that bought those. Yeah, I don't feel like spending that much money just for some dress up bolts, so I'm just going to paint these black. Hopefully they're a little bit more subtle than the sort of silver crusty look there at the moment. So yeah, I'll chuck a bit of paint on those and show you how they look. Alright guys, so it is the next day. Let's see how it's all looking. So obviously the bolts we painted late last night. Some black now. Go. Here's our valve cover. So it's actually still a little bit sticky, just because of all the moisture in the air from the rain. But we're going to try and reinstall it anyway. Start the car up, and that will get some heat onto it and dry it pretty quickly. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Doesn't have any more of those scratches that were in it previously. Okay, so we have the valve cover sitting upside down, ready to put the gasket back on. So we'll remove these coils back out of the way again. Get our cling wrap out of the way. I need this gasket we'll reuse, and this is just going to go back on exactly as it was. Alright, so we just placed it back down on top, just trying to line it up where the bolt holes are, moving the coils and everything out of the way. Because I have this brake heat shield, it's a bit tighter, but yeah, so I just kind of swing it in down here first and just try and place it gently over the rest. So yeah, once we've done that, we just try and get our bolts back in. We'll even start off by putting our coils back. So yeah, I'll just put the GoPro on my head so you can kind of get a better view. Alright, so got the GoPro on my head now, so you should be able to see what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is we'll connect our coils back up so we have them numbered, which makes it easier and safer. 4, 3, 2 and 1. So let's go back down in. So we'll put our hoses back on. And we'll start grabbing our bolts. And we'll put our oil cap back. I'm not sure what's happened here. I've already lost some paint. That sucks. So you'll have the 4 smaller ones, and these are for the coils. So we'll just put those in out of the way, and obviously all the larger ones will be going down here. Now I just realised a mistake I made. I was actually not meant to put these back in because I do have the bolts to get to, but we'll start putting a few bolts in and then we'll fix that up. So when you're doing these, you definitely want to, there is a official torque spec you're meant to tighten them to. What I'm going to do is just do them sort of tight, not over tight, and I'll be doing them up sort of opposite pattern just to make it go down evenly. So yeah, this is the part where we just put all our bolts back in, making sure we don't drop any. And not forgetting to put your heat shield back on if you have one. So obviously mine uses 3 of the bolt locations for the coil cover. Okay, so that's the last of our bolts. So we'll start tightening them. Okay, so that's tight there. So I just want to go an extra little turn. That's it. And might just need an extension.
tight. Extra little turn. Right guys, my GoPro SD card seems to be stuffing up constantly, so I think it maybe missed a portion that I filmed. But either way, I have now put in all the bolts, tightened them all down, kept them, got them sort of tight, and then just a little extra turn, so they're not over tight, they're not loose. I've put the coils back in, then they were numbered 1 to 4 that we did at the start of the video. Put the bolts in for those, and then I'll put the coil cover back on. So everything should be all good now. That's how you do it. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure what happened to my paint. Last time, you see on the strut here, it's nice and smooth. This time it's kind of gone a bit of a matte effect, almost. Currently telling the shop close. But yeah, that'll be the end of the video. We'll start the car up, make sure everything's all good. But yeah, that is how you remove and paint your valve cover. It's just something you want to try to do yourself. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Hope you found the video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and feel free to comment any questions you have and I'll try and answer them. And I'll catch you guys next time.